Hi, my name is Jennifer D'Amato. This is my performance improvement presentation. There are many different performance improvement models. However, they all follow these 4 steps. Define the improvement goal. How does the process work now? Analyze current practices. What can be improved? Design and implement improvements. How do we improve it? Measure success. How do we measure and track performance? In the scenario given, I'm the supervisor of the Health Information Management Department in a large outpatient clinic. Complaints about HIM department are more frequent. The department is taking a long time to retrieve patient records, causing a delay in care, and HIM staff are accused of being rude. When discussing with the HIM staff, they report being overwhelmed as they are tasked with more responsibilities but do not have additional help. There are many improvement tools that could be used, but to determine the root cause for the increase in complaints about the HIM department, the 5 whys is most useful. We know the problem is frequent HIM complaints and continue to ask why until we determine that HIM is tasked with obtaining a records release form from patients prior to releasing the records. This process is time-consuming for HIM staff and the root cause of the problem. To confirm the reasons for complaints, a survey of staff would be most useful. The survey is used to gather people's perceptions of a service or process. It's most important to thoroughly plan the survey questions in order to elicit information that will be useful in solving the problem. A team should be created in order to properly evaluate and correct these issues. It's important to invite key players who are part of the process each day. These people are in the best position to help solve any issues as they understand how the process is currently working and what may work better. Team members would include HIM staff, clinic receptionists, and clinic nurses. I would act as team leader, and the practice administrator would be our team sponsor. To help guide a healthy group, rules such as leave rank at the door, criticize ideas, not individuals, staying focused on the task at hand, being mentally present, and listening to others will help foster a comfortable atmosphere where creativity can then ensue. In working on this project, I hypothesized that the complaints spike on the days we have low staffing levels. To analyze this theory, I use a scatter diagram to see if there is a relationship between 2 variables. If both increase, it is a positive correlation. On the horizontal x-axis is complaints, and on the vertical y-axis is low staffing. This would show a positive correlation between the 2. The HIM staff tallies information about the causes of complaints. In order to prioritize the problems, a decision matrix would be used. This tool is helpful when there are a lot of factors to consider. The proposed solutions, along with evaluation criteria, are listed, and team members would then provide a score with use of a ranking key. To define the current process for retrieving patient records, it's important to see the process from beginning to end. The lean improvement model will rid inefficiencies that adversely affect performance and get rid of waste that will increase performance. The lean process ensures only value is in each step. When following the 5 lean principles, we view the process from the customer's view. These 5 lean principles are value, which focuses on the importance to the customer. In this scenario, patient care is delayed when HIM doesn't have charts in a timely manner. Value stream, activities are value added and needed. Flow, continuing processing until value stream. Pull, drive production with demand. And finally, perfection, which is preventing defects and reworking if needed. In our scenario, waste was found in 3 categories. Design, the patients were signing multiple release forms from multiple providers. Overproduction, the signing of multiple forms was to ensure we had the patient's permission to release records, to thus avoid a HIPAA breach. The form was reworked to include many providers on the one form that needed only one patient signature. Waste was also found in movement as staff needed to go to separate areas to use the scanner and to fax to complete their tasks. Cooperation and good morale is needed between the clinic receptionists and HIM staff. If phone responsibilities are clearly defined, this would help. Using a stakeholder analysis will identify the stakeholders affected by process change and help examine the benefits in areas that could cause conflict. A ranking system will indicate the team is supportive of these changes. The process change involved restructuring of the records release form. Receptionists will obtain a signature on the form at the time the patient is being checked in for their appointment. HIM will scan the form into EMR. Finally, only calls for records release and disability claims will be transferred to the HIM department. All other calls will be taken by reception. A stakeholder analysis is developed to show each stakeholder incentives and their support or lack thereof. Finally, an action plan was determined. After redesigning and implementing the process, complaints are tallied each week over a 4-week period. As the process smooths out, a decrease in complaints is evidenced as plotted out in this graph. Quality improvement is ongoing. When an opportunity to improve is found, all factors related to the issue need to be evaluated, preferably by those who are most familiar with the process. There are many analytic tools that could be used to clearly evaluate the process and determine which interventions will bring about a change that does lead to improvement. Thank you for watching.